he's the leader in the clubhouse right now. Got to step up. How quickly do you expect that to happen?
I've seen it happen all summer. Okay, so, I stand by what I said at media days. I mean, he's the leader in the clubhouse based on 21 games of experience. I'm proud of Lucas because, even since those comments, he had a great July where he came out. He's competing hard. He's pretty eager to get better himself. The number 10 out there, Uwe Ali, junior college kid, is going to get the third team reps today. He's not very big, but he can spin that thing pretty good. So we got 3 guys that will rep today. I'm pretty comfortable with where we're at right now. I mean, those guys are doing a good job.
You start camp healthy overall. Anybody that's missing?
No.
Notable?
No, Dante Wynn's the only one. He's the only one that's inactive, so to speak. He would have been cleared, but then it's a lower leg thing. His right side, he had surgery, and now it's left side, so he had another surgery. He's out for the year. Other than that, everybody's healthy and ready to go.
And along those lines, in the backfield, you had guys that sat out the spring for precaution at the hill. Do you feel good in terms of how you're going to manage the workload with adding Tony and
Yeah, we got more depth there than ever. So adding Tony as a experienced 4-year Big 12 player, and then the 2 young kids that BC's back. Stacey Sneed looks great. He's up to 180 plus. Rashawn and Parker are different dudes. I mean, those guys, I've been very impressed with them over the summer. So, I mean, there's, Keelan Walker's Papa Bear. He's Coach Keenan and or Coach Keelan, and collectively, I don't know. Is there going to be a guy? I don't know. Let's wait and see how it goes.
Dane, offensively, do you feel like you have the pieces to do what you want on offense without limitation?
I do. Yeah, there's 0 limitations in my mind. We've fixed our O-line problems. We got 5 experienced guys that will roll out there with the first team, and then we got 5, transfers, and we got 5 young kids. So that's a good-looking group. They're big. They're excited about being coached by Coach Nagabi, who's doing a great job with them. It all starts there, and the quarterback spot's got to produce and perform, but we got the pieces. We just got to coach them up, and we got to practice and log the hours, log the reps, and see where we're at.
Thing is, you enter the Big 12, so many guys on your roster are Houston kids, even those maybe more came back here. How important is that to the program and you're going to make a statement when you enter the Big 12 with all these kids?
Well, my message last night to them was, this is, when you look at the Houston and the Big 12, and we have that stuff all in our team room now. It was on the screens, it's on the walls, and that gave me some goosebumps walking into that team room for our first team meeting yesterday with all that stuff on display. Because I've been around for a while, and I've seen this as a possibility where the University of Houston can go. Came a long ways since I was here the first time in 08, 09. And I've said this on record multiple times. I mean, Renew came at 2008 as well. And she's a rock star, and 15 years later, our time is here. And so that should mean something, I mean, and it does mean something to our team. It's about 80%. I can't give you the exact number. About 80% of this team has been recruited to play in the Big 12. Okay, and the other 20% has been retained because we felt like they could play in the Big 12. Guys like Pat Paul, Jack Freeman, Nelson Caesar, Chidozie. I mean, guys like that are 4 examples of guys that were retained because they could play in the Big 12. This is a Big 12 roster. It's my job to mold it. We got to come together as a team, which is probably a little bit more challenging than years past based on new people. It's just that my job is to make them come together. Hopefully we can make that happen here in 4.5 weeks of camp.
Is there any way to expedite that gelling process?
I mean, we're trying. That's what summer is about.
Yeah.
I mean, thank goodness that, summer's not voluntary anymore, which, I still think those rules need to change, even more than 8 hours and 2 hours with us. Those rules need to change because if that portal's open in May, that means June's important, so I'm advocating towards changing rules to where we can have more mini camps, more OTAs, but, you know, we did a lot of things, did a lot of dinners, did a lot of social things to try to, you know, get our team to gel. And, you know, I think we're in a good spot right now, August 2nd, first day of camp.